Guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, etc, etc. So we have a new story on Amber Portwood, so let's get into it. Amber Portwood back in court. At least it's not for, the norm. So on the 11th of January, a restraining order against Andrew Glennon was issued. They are going, however, back to court on the 19th. Whether that will stay in place after that, obviously, time will tell. According to Amber, he declined to give her time with James over Christmas. I believe he was meant to be with her until Christmas morning and then go back to Andrew, but he had decided to travel probably to Los Angeles, where he's from, to be with family. They coordinate via an app, so it literally could be an app issue for all we know. Do I trust Andrew? No, not as far as I can throw him, but she's no better either. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I just think it's just incredibly crazy that these two can't even, get an app straight. Come on, it's an app. You put your times in. It can't be that hard, surely, to God. And you both got solicitors. Why isn't it set straight? This is what it is. This is where you have the child. This is where you don't have the child. Is it really? As most of you will remember, back in late 2018, Amber and Andrew had a disagreement, shall we say. I'm not going to go into details. We all remember what happened. By the end of that, obviously, James was given to Andrew with full custody, with Amber having visitation. Yeah, we all know what happened there. Do I blame her? Yeah, of course. But I also blame him. Now, remember, all these are just in my opinion. This is not factual. But this guy was genuinely recording her meltdowns, from very, very early on, even before James was born. Now, I've got my issues with Amber as well, which I will go into momentarily. But here, my issue is, if he knew, he would continue. You heard on the tapes, that he was there winding her up, digging at her, knowing damn well that she would flip. Should she have flipped? Fuck no, she shouldn't have. Of course not. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But again, what was his end game? Was his end game just to get James and get away from her? Because it's not hard. She's not really the mothery type, is she? Let's be fair. No, some women ain't. It's not a bad thing. It's just some women haven't got that, motherly nature thing going on. And some obviously then got overly motherly instincts. Amber's first child, Leah, pictured here with her father, her sister, and her stepmom. Thank God for Kristina. Geez, man. Anyway, I'm not sure if any of you remember, but back in 2011, Amber attacked Gary, punching him, slapping him, kicking him. It was a mess. She was also addicted at that time, which came out later. She got probation for that, but then screwed with her probation and ended up getting 5 years. And I think she did 18 months from recollection. So inevitably, again, she loses custody of Leah. Now, here's my issue, okay? She's here, fighting, spending all this money for her rights with James. Now, over the years, how many times has Gary and Kristina begged her to come and see Leah, begged her to have a relationship with Leah, and she hasn't. She has been more interested in men. She's only happy when she's got men around her. And I don't know, it just seems very weird to me that this little girl have been begging for her mum's attention. And she doesn't care. She genuinely doesn't care, and it's really sad. And you know, we should be really, really praising Kristina for taking on a child. You know, it takes a real woman or a man to step up when their mum or dad steps down. And bravo. The age that Leah is now, you know, she has access. She has access to the internet. She has access to Google. She sees all of this stuff. She sees that her mom fighting for, you know, rights to with James. That little girl got to be sitting there thinking, well, she lives, what, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles away from me, and yet she hasn't fought one damn thing. She'll say, you know, I remember on one of the 6 weeks holidays, she didn't even see her once. During the whole summer break, she didn't see Leah once. She lived at that point like 2 miles away. That's absolutely ridiculous. And this kid's got to be thinking like, well, what's wrong with me? Do you know what I mean? And it seems like Amber is only ever happy when there are men in her life, and that then she wants to be around and do the, look, I'm a really good mom. Look, I'm a really good mom, which just isn't the case. You know, Leah is getting so much older now. You know, she's growing. She's a growing lass, and I don't know. I just think it's really, really, really sad that this young girl's got to see this play out and see that her mum literally could have had any time she wanted with her. Like Gary and Kristina both begged and begged for her to spend time with her, and yet she was, quote unquote, too depressed to do so. But I remember Leah saying, but she's not too depressed to find a new boyfriend. Just here, like, look at the difference here to here. That's her with Amber. That's with Kristina. Would it be easier for a child to have no contact, or a child like Leah to have that contact that's hardly ever, or when a mother fancies, or when a mother's got a fella, or, you know, I sat there and I thought about this morning, like, would it be easier if Amber literally did leave and just left her to be raised by Gary and Kristina, rather than the in and out, especially now at her age that she is, being able to see everything? I don't know, guys. I just think it's really sad that, you know, this girl can literally go on Google and find everything. And I know I've said it before and I'll say it again. Thank God for Gary and Kristina. You know, thank God for these two. Because she has had a semi-normal upbringing because of these two. You know, what if Gary was one of those deadbeat dads? You know, there's enough of them on the Teen Mom franchise. Of those deadbeat dads, would they have been able to or willing to raise Leah? You know, okay, he's lucky he's had Kristina, and Kristina has helped a huge amount, so, you know, thank God for that. But, you know, some of these other dads, imagine Chelsea, you know, being Amber and having Adam look after, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just think it's sad. It's just really, really sad. So what will be the outcome for this little lad? I don't know. Do I think he needs both parents? Of course. But I think he needs both parents fully in. And if Leah's anything to go by, is Amber full in? Or is she just doing it to piss with, you know, Andrew? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like, you know, she doesn't really give a shit about the kid. It's more about, I'm going to mess with Andrew and mess with his life. That's just my opinion, obviously, you know. Nobody's really going to know what goes on in her head. I'm sure even a psychologist and psychiatrist don't even really know what goes on in her head. I just hope the kids will work it out, and I hope James has the same sort of, like, I hope Andrew finds someone that will help raise him like Leah has had Kristina, and that's all we really can hope for. and we'll wait till the 19th of January for the hearing and see what goes on next Tuesday. I don't know. For me, guys, I think, you know, I feel for Leah. The fact that she wants to fight for James is great, obviously, as long as it's for the right reasons, and she actually fighting because she wants James, not to just mess around with Andrew. I hope that, you know, he has a somewhat normal upbringing, like Leah has had somewhat of a normal upbringing thanks to Gary and Kristina. Again, remember, all this is just my opinion. This is, you know, don't go and hate anybody because of my opinion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.